EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Our first carry now for Jordan Howard. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Howard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
82, 82. Check that one, Mike 52 right here.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Ballage, 40 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This is Howard on 2nd down, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, Wentz. Flush to his right. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Getting the sense Charles are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From midfield, here's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jim. It's caught at the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 50 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Fitzpatrick. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen. They turned into a really nice play.
Milage. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Fitzpatrick on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now Fitzpatrick. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And the pressure gets to him again. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do.
Check, 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 check. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, 31 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast. But a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Scott, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
3 down, 3 down. 36, 36. Sunday.
To throw, it's Wentz. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissue. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. This is caught by Jackson. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Watch time. Time is right. 3 down.
Wentz now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Jackson on the quick throw from Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
52 and 56, 52 and 56. Check 50, check 50. Switch. Kill.
Throwing Fitzpatrick. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Check 25.
Regular.
Switch. Deuce.
Regular.
Check 9. Shift. Watch the shift.
Strong. Kill.
Check 24.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fitzpatrick. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Hatch it.
Feel it.
They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. And this is Parker, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, you got 3 down. Watch the shift.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go, baby.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Howard. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, wahoo!
55, mark on 55. Yeah.
Now wins. It's brought in by Jeffrey. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Wentz going to go on 4th down. He'll hit Jackson, complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
Hey, color.
Shift.
Undercrush. 6-6, pull it high.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Under 10. 49. Check. Go ahead. Check 49.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
47 Mike, 47 Mike. Regular.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Come.
Check safety, check safety.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jannard Avery in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Ready? Jeff, go Jeff. TPP.
47.
Let's go.
Hey, Charlie.
Let's go.
Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd and 19.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Five.
There you go. Get down.
Tackles.
Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Big ass.
Out. Watch twitch.
Kill.
Bravo.
Safe. Check.
Hey, Chief.
He's checking.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. It's complete to Parker, left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Fitzpatrick. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They just get the play off. Now Fitzpatrick. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hey, watch this. Tighten up.
Left. Hustle up.
Again, it's Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Fitzpatrick. Wide open receiver, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 51 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter. Wow.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as they have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
First down, Eagles.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, empty. Here we go.
On first down, they run with Howard. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Again, it's Howard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, 2.
Now Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. On 2nd and goal, Wentz under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Taco Charlton leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Hey, Alpha.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Taco Charlton, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They run it with Balaj. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Fourth down.
80 weapons.
Now Fitzpatrick on fourth down. And no, it's incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On first down, it's Howard. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. On second and 2, Wentz completes it to Aguilar. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They go again with Scott, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
On fourth down, it's Howard. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. So on fourth and goal, Howard unable to get there. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 93 yards. The Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Eagles take over first and 10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it fourth and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Right there in the middle. 55. Switch up. Switch up.
Wentz now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
57. Hey, high 7.
Again, it's Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
5-9.
Now Wentz again. Aguilar has it. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Wentz now on 1st down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On 1st down, Wentz. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.
Honey, I dash. Stop me, tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me, celebrate, I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands, no man, man, oh, there with the hands, thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans, I do what I want, they do what they can, got it on smash, put on the gas, I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Back to throw, Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 66 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Wentz. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Watson now to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Right here. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Watson on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Crayvon LeBlanc with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Now Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 84 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Reset.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And some room to maneuver. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Here's Wentz to throw. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And Elliott puts this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. The 20. 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson, and the Texans have retaken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe... And down he goes! They bring down Wentz on the sack. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. After the sack on first down, Wentz, he's going to let this go deep. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for the... Eagles, 46 yards.
Lefty.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 15 yards. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
17, Texans 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Watson. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. He's got it with the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Thomas, 60 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Here comes Carter. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
This is it. 19. 29.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Stills bringing it in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Now the ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
1st down, Eagles.
Throwing on 1st is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw is Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for... It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes as his guys have now moved out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. On first down, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete. Stills. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Now a first down throw. Watson flushed out right. He's got Fuller. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the red zone now, Watson. Flush to his right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game as they have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. J.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Throwing now is Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On the return, Carter. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a Turkey Bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Watson to throw again, escaping the pressure right. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15... the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Wentz, he's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Whitney merciless in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Stills the intended target. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. As they are now just an extra point away from making... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
From the 50, it's Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz going to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
41's coming. 41's the mic. Here we go, D. Hey, 41's mic. 41's mic.
A final shot before half for Wentz. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25. But what made that toss out to the right so successful? Because it looked pretty easy.
A belief in the play. An absolute execution by all 11 on the offensive side of the ball. Everyone took care of their assignment, but the reason they did so, every time that play is called, they think it's going to go for big.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan, How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Going deep for Hop. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 39. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
At 31. Check 52. Motion. Orbit. Check safety. Check 13. Check 13. Check. Alert. Check 3. Kill.
After the interception, here's Watson sliding out of the pocket. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 34 yards. And the Texans push further out in front.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Sunday. He's tired of you. He's tired of us. Hey, 4-1's Mike. Let's go. 82.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Check. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Mike 41. We got it. Man 5-7.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And got his man, complete. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 81 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Now Wentz, and he's got it, so they try for 2 successful, and with it, they're back within a field goal. Boy, it's only a 1-score game, 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? And a big loss here as he's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one rips, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Watch the twist. Check, check. Motion to back. Up. To the backfield. 39. Check 31. He's checking. Crash.
To the air yet again. Watson. It's complete to Fuller. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
59.
Watson looks to throw again. He'll buy some time right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Texans push further out in front. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
On 1st down, Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's taken down inside the 30. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards. Wentz now to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. We have played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, let's go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, and he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing on 1st is Wentz. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah.
Then with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Sponge. No. At 55.
On 1st and 10, Watson buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Crayvon LeBlanc with a pick. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run and everyone else stays ready. And they were, and they picked that one off.
Watson throwing quickly to Hopkins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Watson. And this will be a touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Here's Watson. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
62, Eagles 38. Miami Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well,
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's able to bring it up.
Car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch, they saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hate cause I on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch.
Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.